Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. Now, this video is a little different. I just couldn't resist giving my input, completely unwarranted, to you guys about the new agent that just was revealed today by Riot. And their name is Killjoy, and they are German, and they have a turret. Oh, okay. I feel pretty qualified to talk about this as a longtime Overwatch player, dealing with turret users such as Torbjorn. So hopefully you guys stick around. I want to hear your input on it. I want to hear your feedback to me about what I'm going to say, because I don't have the same take as a lot of people. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and let's check this out. All right, guys, first things first, let's check out the Killjoy trailer on YouTube. Let's sort of see what's going on here. All right, showing off the turret right away. It looks pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie, I like that a lot. That's pretty awesome. So yep, placing it in annoying positions already. Excellent. And that's, oh boy, kind of cute. I mean, Riot does their trailers right, guys. This is a good trailer. I like this. This person has better aim than me as well. Ooh, big AOE ability. This definitely feels like an agent very much based upon controlling, you know, areas like Cypher, for sure. Which looks pretty badass too. Oh boy. Well, let's talk about what we just saw, shall we? All right, guys. So the trailer itself was actually pretty cool. I did like it. Now let's talk about the abilities. So I'm just gonna go on to any website that has them listed. I just personally, this is Polygon, and we're gonna look quickly at what it says for the descriptions of these abilities. So first ability is called Alarm Bot, and here's what it says. Equipped a covert alarm bot. Fire to deploy a bot that hunts down enemies that get in range. After reaching its target, the bot explodes, applying vulnerable. Hold equip to recall a deployed bot. Sounds a lot like a boom bot, but with less damage. Next, we have turret. Equipped a turret. Fire to deploy a turret that fires at enemies in a 180-degree cone. Hold equip to recall the deployed turret. So this looks like a deployable turret with a 180-degree like firing radius, but that can also be redeployed. Hold equip to recall the deployed. Looks like this can be moved around, which is pretty interesting. Next, we have Nanoswarm. Equipped a Nanoswarm grenade. Fire to throw the grenade. Upon landing, the Nanoswarm goes covert. Or covert. I don't know how you guys pronounce that. Covert. Activate the Nanoswarm to deploy a damaging swarm of nanobots. Oh, that sounds a lot like Raze's nade. So that's worrying. And then finally, we have the ultimate ability, which is called Lockdown. Equip the Lockdown device. Fire to deploy the device. After a long windup, the device detains all enemies caught in the radius. The device can be destroyed by enemies. Wow. So this feels like the type of ultimate you'd want to like put behind cover. Reminds me a lot of old Symmetra, I think, right with the shield. Am I right, guys? All my Overwatch players out there? The old Symmetra shields where you used to put down that ult and it would give people shields. Very, very interesting stuff. All right, and then we also have a post from the Valorant Express Twitter account here. This was being posted all over. This is some of the abilities being used in-game. I think this was leaked a little early, but now that it's been released, I feel like I can show this on YouTube for you guys, just to give you some more, you know, actual in-game footage of how these abilities look. Now, one thing that's been said a lot about the turret is that it does very little damage, so I'm hoping that's true, but that's not my main problem with it, and we'll get to that in a moment. Here's that grenade we were talking about with the Nanoswarm. Actually really cool graphics there. And then finally we have the ult. Right, we place the ult down, and then it applies some sort of debuff, right? Man, lasts quite a while too. I'm wondering if it applies it over time or if it's just, yeah, it looks like it's just then. And did I see that unequipped weapons? So he's a gun out and now he doesn't. Oh boy. All right, guys, so now we've seen the trailer. We've seen the footage of in-game. Let's talk a little about what I think. And I'm hoping you guys will give me your feedback as well. But I do not have the same over-the-top, this is the end of the world reaction as some streamers and as some of the community is suggesting. I don't think this is the end of the world. I think this agent actually fits in pretty well with Valorant. I am always, always, always worried about turrets, though. You will never, ever catch me being like, yep, auto-aim is a great feature to have in a skill-based game that's an FPS. I will never say that. So don't worry. I don't like the turret. Everything else, though, pretty cool. One of the things that worries me, though, is how these agents are going to start getting stacked up in comp, and how like you're going to have to deal with a Raze bot, you're going to have to deal with a Killjoy bot, you're going to have to deal with getting through Cypher trips and wires and turrets now. It starts to worry me because it reminds me a lot of the problems I had as a tank player in Overwatch, where I'm sort of scarred from walking into Symmetra turrets, or getting blasted in the butt by a Torb turret. Things like that, which really stick with you over the course of your gaming life. Now, you guys probably already watched Hiko's reaction to this, and I was able to watch some of it while I was at work, and I noticed he started talking about how having turrets and stuff, having agents like this, is going to lead to having a necessity for shields, and I disagree. I don't think that Valorant is going to need shields to be able to stop this type of an agent. And I at least I don't think so, and I hope that isn't the case. I think shields really end up ruining the integrity of a competitive FPS like Valorant. I love abilities, as you guys know I played Overwatch, but shields were always a big problem, even though I was a tank player, which is ironic. But shields were always a big problem, and I do not think they have a place in a game like Valorant. So I don't agree, at least with maybe the assessment that turrets will lead to shields, because I don't think Riot is going to see shields as a viable option for a competitive game like this. At least I have the faith in them to where they are not going to do that. So to Hiko, I'd say do not worry about shields. Now, with that all being said, let's conclude with my final thoughts on Killjoy. First of all, cool design, some really cool abilities and animations as well. I think she does fit into Valorant, but I am worried now about the synergy between Killjoy and other agents, and how it's going to change the way you have to play, particularly for attackers. I think she is going to be very strong on defense, but I am now worried about attackers and sort of the additional struggles they will face, considering you play a Cypher on almost every single map. Now, with that being said, I don't think it's the end of the world, guys. I really don't. I trust Riot that they know how to design these agents, and they'll listen to feedback. But with that being said, I'm cautiously optimistic. So now you've seen my take. I want to hear yours. What do you guys think about Killjoy? Do you think she has a place in Valorant? Are you worried? Are you excited? Do you like her? Do you hate her? What do you guys think so far? I'd love to hear it. And by the way, I have a regularly scheduled video going out tomorrow anyways. I just wanted to get this one out there because I thought it was worth talking about, and I've had a lot of people ask me questions. So I want to shoot this out to you guys, see what you thought, get some feedback from you. And hey, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, and peace.